Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the F1 2021 My Team series here on the ChesnoidPlays channel and on the Chesnoid Gaming Twitch channel. Link in the description. Plug, plug. This is the season finale. This is the final Grand Prix of the year. We will be rounding out Season 1 today. The transition between Season 1 and Season 2 will come as its own separate video. But we're going to be going to the final Grand Prix weekend today in Abu Dhabi, where, rather unsurprisingly, it's going to be dry all weekend. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this first season. I very much have, and we'll be looking to crack on with Season 2 in the not too distant future. I'm going to take a slight break and do a little bit of Breaking Point in the next couple of streams after this one, so there may be some videos for that. If you'd like to see the remainder of Breaking Point, then do let me know in the comment section, and I will make sure that those videos go up here. If you're not asked, then it will probably be 3 or 4 days until you see another career mode video from my team, but rest assured it is coming. Right, I'm going to go and find myself set up and get myself all ready and prepared for an Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, which hopefully can provide a positive result for us. Drop the video a like, make sure you're subscribed. Hopefully we can do well. Let's just head to quali and see what we can do. I got no resource points. None. Zip. Fuck all. That's how bad I was in that practice session. Absolutely none. Nothing whatsoever to show for my efforts. Never mind, eh? Let's give it a go, shall we? Thank you for the follow, Soft Taco. Probably still P20 after that, but at least we improved the overall time. Now we're seeing the side of Lewis's head. Lovely. And that's probably me last. Certainly not top 14. 133. P17. Okay. Well, we've improved. We've improved. P17. Robert is through to Q2 with a 133.4, but I have at least managed to get into the 133s, albeit only a 0.9. A 0.98. But we're through. And, well, there's 6 milliseconds between myself and Giovinazzi. Annoyingly, Kimi is quicker than me for the rivalry, which means we will now be level, I believe, heading into the race. Which means I have to win that rivalry. I have to beat Kimi. It's going to be level. I have to beat Kimi in the race, and or beat his fastest lap, which is going to be easier said than done. There's no championship fight today as far as I'm aware. We can check the standings, I think. We can check the standings before we jump into the race.
We'd want to be on the grid,
yeah, shut up, Jeff.
It's not the end of the world.
There's a 10% chance of rain, apparently, which obviously means there's a 90% chance of dries. With regards to the driver standings, Daniel can still pip Max to 3rd. Sergio could pip Lando to 5th. There's a big fight between Sebastian and Charles Leclerc for 7th. 10 points between Sainz and Stroll. I need a single point to beat Callum Ilott. Esteban Ocon is a single point behind me. With regards to constructors, Aston Martin and Ferrari are battling for 4th. And there's a big fight in the constructors between Red Bull and McLaren. Like only 4 points between them heading into this final Grand Prix. And Aston Martin could close Ferrari, and that's kind of it, really. So there's minor places on the line, but not major places on the line. But there is something on the line. There is something on the line. So we'll wait and see what the grid looks like, and then we'll have a think about doing a prediction for you guys in chat. Lewis on pole from Valtteri Bottas. I'll be intrigued to see where Robert starts, because it was P15 in Q2. I wonder if he actually improved in Q3 or was still right there. Lando must have taken a penalty. Stroll and Ocon. Yeah, Lando's definitely taken a penalty. Yeah, Sainz and Norris. Norris taking a penalty too. Raikkonen's 12th. Robert's 13th. So I'll be 15th. There you go. We start 15th. Seb's taking a penalty. He'll fly through all of us. Tsunoda was... Tsunoda was quicker and has a penalty as well. So we'll be starting 15th. What I don't know is I'll finish any higher than 15th. So let's do a prediction, and then you guys can have a crack at it, can't you? I'll say, will I finish P14 or higher? Maybe with some retirements, we can get a little bit higher if there's some retirements, and obviously if those behind have a little bit of an issue. Thanks for the follow, Junkie. Right, I'll leave you with a prediction. I'm going to go for a toilet break, and then it's race time, or race strategy at least time. Right. Yikes. Reckons I could go soft, medium. I'm not sure my tyre wear would do that, but we'll give it a go. Ashley reckons, yeah, no, a 3-stop's definitely slower. We'll do a 2-stop. I don't know what I'm like fuel-wise around here, but I'm pretty certain I'm going to get lapped, so I will under-fuel slightly. Okay, so we've under-fueled to 54.7 laps of the 55, and we're going to do a 2-stop. Soft, medium. 17 laps, 21 laps. I might go to a medium on the middle stint, maybe. Depends what's happening elsewhere in the race. Alonso's starting on mediums. A lot of the front runners starting on mediums. Alonso starting on mediums. Giovinazzi at the back on mediums. Kimi's on mediums as well. Okay. It's going to be intriguing to see how that unfolds. Right, tyres are all up to temperature. Brakes are up to temperature. Just hope they stay that way as we line up on the grid. 55 laps of the Yas Marina circuit here in Abu Dhabi upcoming, where I don't know if we're going to be any good or not. Thank you for the follow, Jeppy. Defo medium for the second stint. Gives you both tyre options on the third stint. Okay. We'll try it. We'll go soft, medium, soft then. Or we'll plan to go soft, medium, soft. Not a bad start at all. Try and hold it around it. Really then? Okay. No damage, thankfully, but someone just rear-ended me. I've no idea who it was. Oh, it was Fernando. Thanks, Fernando. To be fair, he's got sandwiched there. I'm on his outside. The Haas of Mick Schumacher's on his inside. And he's just understeered into me. I don't believe we've got any damage from that. He's got a little bit, though, on his front wing. He's definitely got a little bit of damage on his front wing. Quite significant damage, actually. I don't think we have any for ourselves, but we'll wait and see. I'm getting spun out again as soon as I... Right then.
Are you alright? Engine off.
Well, that went well, didn't it? Was that Lance? No, it's Seb. Thanks, Seb. Let's try that again, shall we? Fucking hell. Christ knows what Seb's doing there. I'm just going to try and dip underneath Alonso if I can. Hello, gents. Excuse me. Ah, that's okay. Cool, that was close. Somehow we're P13 at the minute. I don't really know how I've managed that. Especially without damage. Someone is slow up ahead. Ocon is really slow. He's got to have damage. There's no way he's going that slowly without damage, surely. Oh, he's got a big front wing damage. He's lost his entire left side end plate. And then what's Stroll and Sainz behind? Stroll, I think, catches that big curb and it flies him straight across the track into Charles Leclerc, so they'll probably carry some damage as well. Stroll is so slow. Ocon is so slow at the minute with that front wing damage. He's absolutely surely going to pit at the end of this first lap for a new front wing. Drive all the way around the outside of my teammate. I'm not going to get through there. I've somehow lucked my way to P12. Ah, I was looking at chat. Oh my god. Stroll and Ocon. Or Ocon and Stroll into the pits. We
You're in the top 10
are
now.
in the
Keep it up.
points. For now. That won't last, but we'll enjoy it whilst we're here. Not really too sure what's going to happen with fuel. If we don't get laps, then I'm going to have to save fuel at some point. I'm going to need to save my ERS as well to defend from behind. Those in front are just going to disappear. I am not going to be able to keep pace with them whatsoever. It's a yellow flag somewhere behind. I think a Haas has either spun or is retiring. I think they just started to move again. I think a Haas spun at the back. Yeah. That, I believe, is Mazepin himself. Round and round and round he goes. We are opening up a bit of a gap to Kimi on those mediums, though. Mediums were, on paper at least, about 6.5 tenths a lap slower than the softs. So slow around this hairpin, I don't know the line to take there. So Robert will have DRS on me down the straight. Alonso's just taking Kimi. 2 medium runners there in a row. It might be worth, it's such a long straight, it might be worth letting Robert go and trying to hang on to the back of him, but oh yikes. It was unintentional, I nearly accidentally let him through. He'll have DRS and probably take me here. Seb is through now as well on both Alonso and Raikkonen. Thankfully though, Seb has broken DRS range of Kimi and Alonso behind, so they're going to keep falling further and further behind. I might just let Robert go, you know, and just try and stick with him, rather than him just losing time behind me. As a team, we'll try and make gains on the 2 in front, or at least minimalise the damage. And I'll use his pace to try and draw me further away from Alonso, etc. Team orders at play. He's the faster driver. We're letting him through. Will team orders work in getting us a better team result? I'm not sure. We'll find out. Only time will tell, but apparently Robert was much faster than me. It's already over a second away. Fuck my life. Robert's already out of DRS range from me and gone. Thank you for the follow, Ginger Biscuit and Manuel. Welcome to the channel, lads. Hi, Seb. No, Seb. Stay where you are, Seb.
Okay, gap ahead is 1.6 seconds.
Not anymore, it's not. I was behind in the DRS zone there, so I'm actually going to get the DRS. Not that apparently that matters.
Okay, good work. Great pass.
Like a bit of side-by-side Sebastian Vettel action. He'll get the DRS this time. 1, 2, 3, everybody say bye, Seb, bye, Seb. Yeah, F1 2022 is going to be mad. Ricciardo's in the pits already. Why is Daniel Ricciardo in the pit? Has he got damage, maybe? Or is it just a stop for strategy, perhaps? Well, after a great start, we are now just falling backwards. Ricciardo's coming. I wonder if Ricciardo did stop for damage. Oh. Lots of drivers stopped for damage. Well, we knew about the first 2. But Mick stopped for damage also on lap 2. Lance and Mazepin both stopped on lap 7 because of front wing damage. And Daniel and Giovinazzi both pit for front wing damage. And we've not been involved in any of those. But Daniel's gone from mediums to soft that early on. So that's him probably having to do an extra pit stop now as well.
The car ahead is 5.0 seconds.
Frustratingly, the majority, if all but Daniel, of those cars were behind us. So at the minute, we've not gained any positions from drivers in front pitting, but drivers behind are losing more time and getting further away from us. So it is inadvertently helping us gain some positions. It's just that it'll be more keeping the position we have rather than losing any positions from behind. Here comes Daniel. Damn, Daniel. Vettel's just taken Schwartzman in front. Our teammate is now down to 10th. Oh. Nicholas Latifi's engine's gone bang. That's what happened. Nicholas Latifi's engine's gone bang. That's what the yellow flag was for. Oh, and if I'd have just driven a little bit further, like a metre more, we'd have found out that he'd left the session. So Latifi's out, but that doesn't affect our race really. Someone just pit. I'm not sure who it was. It's Vettel. Sebastian Vettel's pit for tyres. Unless he got damage going round. Unless he got damage going round Robert, maybe? Did he get damage going around Robert? I can't see any damage to that car. Oh yeah, look. He's got damage to the front left side of his front wing. To his front left end plate. So he's taken Robert Schwartzman, but he's also picked up damage in doing so and has pit for a new front wing. The other drivers are really leery, aren't they, around Abu Dhabi? Everybody getting involved with everybody else. I will just check my front wing out of curiosity. I don't think I'm carrying any damage. I am actually carrying a little bit of damage to my front right end plate. Tyres are about 20% worn now after 11 laps. We're going to 17. We still thinking mediums next?
Okay, gap ahead is 5.4 seconds.
Everyone says mediums. Okay, mediums it is. We qualified 17th, started 15th. Should get Fernando back here, hopefully, without the use of my ERS. Difficult, though. Fuck you, Daniel. Fernando is retiring at the end of the season. Fernando is retiring at the end of the season. This is his last Grand Prix in this save. So one retirement. There's one retirement in this save from the end of this first season. Gasly's in the pit. Some of the front runners pitting now. Those that started the race on worn rubber. Oh god, that's fucking terrible, Ches. That was awful. I deserve to get overtaken there. Look at the traction difference. That's crazy. Daniel's having a look at Fernando. There was it. Fernando hit that curb hard. Fernando really hit that curb hard. I will get my wing repaired in the pit stop. I will get my front wing repaired. The two Alpha Tauris have just dramatically closed up from behind as well. Daniel has just gone. That McLaren is the second best car in this save. Teammates in the pits. Alonso's pitting now from mediums. Alonso's pitting very early from those medium tyres, unless he picked up damage when he went heavily over that curb. Did he pick up damage going heavily over that curb? Well, he's got a lot of front wing damage, Fernando. He's pitting for a front wing. We're getting so lucky in this Grand Prix. We're getting so lucky in this Grand Prix with everybody damaging their front wings and having to pit. But as we're talking about that, it has been confirmed in real life. Barcelona have confirmed on Twitter that Lionel Messi will leave the club. Lionel Messi will leave Barcelona this summer and is now a free agent. Just have to wait and see what happens. Meanwhile, there's some Formula 1 going on right now. Let's get back and concentrate on this, shall we? Thanks to other drivers pitting, me having a shit car, was somehow up into P9. It was P8. Carlos is going for it. I have to leave him some racing room. I do have the inside line for this next turn, but then he has the inside line for the next one. But we will have DRS because he was slightly ahead of us there at the detection point. So we should be able to take Carlos back here. He's going to go massively defensive. Try and go deep on the brakes. Hang around the outside. I'll leave him racing room. He'll now have DRS. He'll now have DRS. He's going for the outside this time. And we'll make it stick. Carlos Sainz is back through again.
Okay, we've lost a position. That's us down a place.
Interestingly, Seb has gone to mediums. I might pit this lap just because oh, I don't want a full race update. I did the wrong one there. I might pit this lap just because my tyre wear is getting so high now. We'll box this lap for a set of mediums. And try and take them to lap 38 or 39. That's where they'll have to get us, 38 or 39. We are changing our front wing as well, though. We are changing our front wing as well. Because we have some damage on the right-hand side.
Go, go.
Okay, well, I asked them to change the front wing. Repair wing damage, yes.
Pit strategy complete.
So even though I asked them to change the wing, they haven't. So I've still got that front wing damage. That's annoying. Well, we're down to P16, sorry, P15 then with that change. With that pit stop, we're down to P15, but we still have that slightly damaged front wing. So these tyres now, when does it want me to pit? Now, it reckons I could go to the end. I don't have a pit window. I don't have a pit window. Oh my god, that was terrible. It wants me to go to the end of the Grand Prix on this set of tyres. There's no way, surely.
Okay, clear.
Oops. There's absolutely no way. We make it 37 laps. 38 laps. On a set of tyres that are supposedly maxed out at 100% after 38 laps. Spoiler, I will be pitting again. No idea what's happening pit strategy-wise with everybody else at the minute. Because of all the front wing changes and people battling hard, I have no idea who we can expect to overtake, who we can expect to get caught by, who's where on track. I just don't know what's going on. I'm completely lost at this moment in the race. Just noticed why Russell's been able to stay ahead of us quite so well. There's a little gaggle up in front of us, behind a Ferrari, including my teammate. There's like a group of 4 or 5 cars there that are all DRS training off one another. Ferrari, then my teammate, then Alonso, then Russell. That's why I can't... Never mind, Russell's in the pits. I was going to say, that's why I can't close in on Russell, but he's in the pits, so it doesn't matter now. So we'll take him now instead. We're up to P13. Rather well timed. My teammate is P11. Ocon's going to be within DRS range of me by the time we reach the next DRS zone on the big straight after the hairpin. Uh-oh! Now we'll see whether the gap to Schwartzman is going to grow or shrink, considering he doesn't have Alonso's DRS to sit in now. I don't know where Kimi is. Can I ask about my rival?
They're in 19th. The difference is 48.7 seconds. The time last lap was a 1:38.0.
Okay, so Kimi's a long way back. Kimi's in 19th. And even when I pit again for my next set of soft tyres, I'll rejoin 17th. So we have a pit stop in hand to our rival Kimi Raikkonen. But
Okay, gap ahead is 8.4 seconds.
he can still draw the rivalry if he gets a faster lap time than me. So I am going to have to make sure that when we put that fresh set of softs on at the end of the Grand Prix, I nail it and ensure that I get a faster lap at some point than Kimi Raikkonen does throughout the rest of the Grand Prix. Otherwise, we'll still end up drawing. I'll beat him in the position, but he'll beat me with the fastest lap, and then we'll end up still being level in the rivalry. So this set of tyres are, well, 19% worn at most on one side. And we've done 14 laps on them. Not really got much I can do in terms of defence. Just have to hope that we're faster in our final stint. We both have another stop to make. I believe we're both running the same strategy. We are not far away from getting lapped though, which is good news for our fuel situation. We're currently underfueled, but we should get lapped before the end of the race by those just ridiculous Mercedes. So we'll only have to go to lap 54.
Manage your tyres.
We'll pit about lap 39, that's the plan.
Tsunoda is behind you. Okay, the gap behind is 3.5 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. Their tyres are 6 laps old. We think they've got one more
they
stop.
are going to stop
the
again.
Time last lap was a 1 minute 37.1.
I didn't think Tsunoda would stop again if he's just picked for those. Alonso's now just taken him. Bit of a scrap going on back there. Yeah, Schwartzman is having a good race. Currently P11. Still got another stop to make. Same as me, but we're both having a decent Grand Prix. Another case of not really having much. Seb Vettel in the pits. That's Schwartzman back up into the points. It's another case of us having a pretty torrid practice session, trying to find the balance for the car, but being able to do something in the race. Quali wasn't as bad as it was in Australia either, to be fair. A safety car around about lap 38 or 39 would be absolutely lovely.
Blue flag conditions. Create a gap and let the car behind through.
So by letting Bottas through, we've lost the place to Alonso. Sick one.
Alonso ahead, they're on fresh mediums. Their tyres are 3 laps old. The time last lap was a 1 minute 36.0. You're losing 3 seconds a lap.
Alonso with no more stops either. Whereas Tsunoda behind us, I believe, does have to pit again.
Behind. The gap behind us is 0.8 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. Their tyres are 8 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. The time last lap was a 1:36.9.
Tsunoda has another stop to make. We have another stop to make. I was hoping to avoid getting lapped this early.
Okay, at the current pace, we won't have enough fuel for the end of the race. Consider adopting a more conservative strategy.
We will, Jeff. I've been lapped, so I don't have to anymore. I'm going to pit next lap.
Confirmed. We'll receive you at the end of this lap.
Hi, Yuki. I'm going to have DRS on you, Yuki. Sorry, pal. And the inside line for this turn. Bye, bish. See you later. But we are changing our wing with this pit stop as well. Oh, I've asked to change the wing. Hopefully, they will change it. We asked with the last stop and they didn't, but I don't know whether we've picked up any more damage in the meantime over curbs or something. So I'm hoping that we will actually change our wing this time. It will cost us a few seconds. Wow, Yuki's pitting too. Yuki's pitting with me. Unreal. Yuki Tsunoda's pitting right with me. We're going to have a race to the end of the Grand Prix with Yuki Tsunoda, trying to chase down everybody else. Game on, Yuki. Game on. No, no front wing change.
Exit now. You leave the pits. Go, go,
No
go.
front wing change. Yuki has gone on to another set of mediums, however. Yuki's gone on to mediums and I'm on softs. So we should have the extra pace. We're down to P16. Now the race is on to try and gain as many positions as possible between now and the end of the Grand Prix. I'd still only drop to 17th if I pit again. Look, the gap to Kimi in 18th is 40 odd seconds. We actually had, well, it's 35 now that it's leveled out, but we actually have two pit stops in hand on Kimi, which has been pretty mental. We qualified 17th, we started 15th.
Start being a little more conservative with your fuel. We may
Shut
not
up,
finish
Jeff.
at this rate of usage.
I will, because I've got to do a lap left. We qualified 17th, started 15th. The prediction is for 14th. Kimi might get fastest lap, but I'd like to think on a fresh set of softs at the end of the Grand Prix, I'm going to be setting a lap time that's much faster than anything Kimi could achieve, unless he stops again. Russell's in the pits, so that's going to be us up to 15th.
2.1 seconds.
At the minute, I can't shake Yuki because he's just stuck in my DRS range. Right, now I need to put in a great lap. 4 tenths up through the first sector on my fastest lap so far. Trying to break DRS to Yuki, but it's quite difficult actually. We're gaining on Stroll through the middle sector, but in the first and third, he's just pulling away again. Seb's in the pits again. That's a 35.7. A 35.7. Seb's out the pits again now. We've broken DRS to Yuki behind. I can have a good first sector. Maybe we can be within DRS of Stroll by the detection point. We are within DRS range at the moment, but I have to keep that up throughout the course of the rest of this first sector. And I'm not sure if I have the pace around this part of the track to keep that up. We'll see. We're all right so far. We should then have DRS on Stroll. The detection point is just around this corner. DRS on Stroll acquired. Hopefully P14 acquired sooner rather than later. And there, where Sebastian Vettel is in 13th, there are another 3 cars. Himself, Alonso, and my teammate. So we're hoping that gap to Seb closes over the next 12 laps. So that maybe we can get more than just this P14. I believe P14 is what you guys need for the prediction, right? They're battling. Seb and Co are battling and battling hard. They've just lost 3 seconds to us. They've just lost 3 seconds to us. Go on, Robert! Robert Schwartzman, by trying to improve his position, is drastically helping our position. Because they just went side by side for the whole way. It is 31 is Esteban Ocon, actually, isn't it? So it's Ocon, not Alonso. And that gap to them has halved because they were going for it through the final sector. I've got to be careful here not to lose DRS on Stroll. Hopefully they go for it again in front. Hopefully they go for it again. Come on, Robert. Get your elbows out and let's close all that. Let's close down. Let's have a 5-car train, shall we? You can see that gaggle of 3 in front. They're getting closer. As is Lance. Hello, friend. Next straight, I should get Lance. This next, well, curved straight. I was a little hasty on the throttle, but DRS should be enough. We use a bit of VRS just to make sure, although I'm going to need that to defend once I get past, if I get past.
Okay, at the current pace, we won't have enough fuel for the end of the race. Consider adopting a more conservative strategy to preserve what you have left.
Come here, pal. I'm gonna hold it. Oh, then I'm wide.
You made it look easy.
We'll pass Lance, but he's going to have DRS on me now. And here he comes again. This battle with Lance is not over yet. We need to close the gap to those in front if we can. My tyres looking like 12% already. Tyres aren't looking too good. They're also not looking that bad yet. Vettel has gotten Robert. Schwartzman is down to P13. Now that Sebastian and Ocon have gotten past Schwartzman, they are starting to pull away again. Seb's taken Ocon, you're right. Well spotted, Shane. Not Shane, Josh. Well spotted, Josh. Ocon pitting. Must have picked up damage when getting overtaken by Seb. We're up to P13. Yuki's not challenging Stroll at all, which is frustrating. If Yuki challenged Stroll and tried to take P14 off him, then it would give us a little bit of breathing room in front. This gap to Robert's going to go right the way down to the final lap, isn't it? 3 laps to go. 52, 53, 54. Because we have been lapped. We're actually gaining on a Haas at the minute. To lap, I think.
You might want to start being a little more conservative with your fuel. We may not finish at this rate of usage.
Which is going to be really annoying, actually, because it's going to give Schwartzman DRS when we get there. Thank you for the brand new Prime Gaming sub base. Welcome to the channel, mate. We are within a second of Robert. But he's going to be within a second of that car in front. Because he's going to get DRS. So he's going to actually be able to be in a stronger position to defend from us. Hi, Robert. He's going to get DRS, though. It's so annoying. Or was he not close enough? I think he was. I think he's got it. Because the gap's just not changed. You better stay out of the way, Mazepin. Thank you. Half a second, 1.5 laps to go. No team orders. No team orders at play here. This is literally a straight fight between ourselves and Schwartzman for P12. It's for pride. He's already guaranteed next season's contract, we think, depending on our financial situation at the end of the season. What he does in the next lap, in the next minute and a half or so, will determine his fate next year. I'm putting that much gravitas on it. 4.5 tenths.
1 lap of fuel remaining.
Good, I've got half a lap of race remaining. Come back here, Robert. Final lap. Teammate. Penultimate DRS zone. Hang it round the outside. Have the inside line here. And use all of your ERS as Valtteri Bottas wins the race. Stroll. No! Hold on! Hold on, Robert! Hold on, Robert! Hold on, Robert! Ah, no! Fuck! Hold on, Ches! Hold on, Robert. Oh, God, I nearly did it again. Hold on, Robert. Yes, Robert! He held on! There's still half a lap. Keep fighting, Robert. Keep fighting.
There's been an incident on track resulting in loose debris. Fortunately, the marshals have managed to clear it up in time and there are...
Of course. On the penultimate corner of the entire season, of course I put it in a wall. If anything sums up our experience at this track tonight, it's that. We will finish P12.
Alright, race over.
Oh,
take care of the car on the way
a bit
in.
of a numb bum. I'm concentrating that hard and sunk so far in my seat. Robert, I believe, held on for P13. Seb gets driver of the day. Started a long way back thanks to penalties.
It's been a roller coaster season then.
And was able to make his way back up into what,
Mercedes are on top form
P11?
once again
No, he
after
took
an excellent
he
race
took Ocon,
weekend.
didn't he?
It's great to see them up on that podium
P12,
once again.
P10. Seb might have gotten points. Valtteri from presumably Lewis. From presumably Daniel Ricciardo, because that tends to be how the way things go.
Not the result our points
Yes,
leader wanted,
it was
but
indeed.
It certainly makes things interesting going forward.
Lewis
Some amazing
second, but
talent
wins the
out on
championship.
track today.
Lando started
Anthony,
P10 and
who
finishes
would you pick
4th.
as your
Our
driver
Seb
of
was
the
only
day?
11th. 11th, 18th to 11th. We were 15th to 12th. 13th to 13th for Schwartzman.
It's another clear win
Handful
for
of cars.
Mercedes as
Only
they
one
managed to
DNF
secure the
in the
constructors'
final race of
title.
the season.
An
Only
incredible
one DNF. Let me reward you guys for your prediction.
Let's have your thoughts.
We did finish P14 or higher, so consider that done.
Control of your car out there. Your team must be thrilled.
We are.
How do you think this team will be feeling after that result?
No one can fault Alpine's effort, for sure.
Appreciate your time.
Thank you, Claire. Thank you for asking me the questions that earn me some extra money before the end of the season. Thank you for the follow, Hennessy. And we do beat Kimi in the final rivalry of the season. That will give us an extra 1,300 acclaim as G-Man gives 5 more subs to the channel. Snurpy, rather ironically, Raikkonen fan, King Charles, Alex, and Cartman Alf. Thank you very much. Well, welcome to the gang. Thank you very much, G-Man. That's very good of you. We're up to level 10 now, so we should be able to afford... Or was it level 15 you need to be for the other perks? I think it... No, I'm sure it's... Was it 10? Thanks for following AVPD.
Our margins are looking good right now. I think we've got room for some more investment.
We've got a press interview. Driver retired. Fernando has retired. We can only do that. So can I do my... No, it is level 15 I need to be at. That's annoying. So not customization-wise. Driver market-wise, it does look like we're probably going to re-sign Robert Schwartzman. £2 million is his re-sign fee, or market value at least, not necessarily his re-sign fee. And the next driver that's better is Gio, who's 7.5 million. And Robert has been outperforming Gio. So we're happy enough with Giovinazzi, I think. Fernando Alonso retired. We ended up finishing 15th in the drivers' standings with 8 points. 2 point-scoring finishes to our name this season. And as a constructor, we finish in P8. Season's results: 17th, 19th, 15th, 15th, 16th, 19th, 8th, 14th, 13th, 15th, 19th, 18th, 13th, 14th, 21st, 13th, 8th, 12th, 13th, 12th. Positive end to the season, I think. Certainly showing some progression. Very pleased indeed with what we did. Our overall driver's details: we've driven 4,683 miles, 1,376 laps, held 1 fastest lap, that being at Monaco of all places, an average grid position of 18th, but an average finish of 14th. So our racing is better than our qualifying, which is probably the way round you want it to be, because it's Sunday when the points are won. So we will head into the driver market in the next episode. That is all for this YouTube video. Like I said, the off-season is going to be its own YouTube video. So drop the video a like if you've enjoyed this first season. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel so you don't miss out on the rest of Season 2 that's upcoming. There's plenty more My Team on the way. At least another season, probably another 2 seasons. We only finished 2 last year, but we're probably going to do another season after that as well, and 3 full seasons here on the channel. That will do us for this YouTube video. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.